Okay. What's going on here? Alright. So, we should be on. There we go, I think. Okay. So, for that, what we're going to do is make sure that we are streaming the visual that we want, which is this here. And yes, alright, everything is working. Okay, so what we're doing is we have been creating a virtual Serbia, Mishka's ecotourism place. We have had some pictures, we've added some landscape, digital elevation model, using Blender's OSM or OpenStreetMap plugin. Then we brought it into Unity here, and we have been following the great tutorials of Valem tutorials, and we just started working with sound design in Unity, and so we got some sounds we've put in. But Valem is the man. He's got some great stuff. We're also working on how to make a VR multiplayer game with Valem, and let's show you what it looks like when I make this screen larger, and then we hit play to go into the headset here. And after it compiles, we should get our thing working. I'm using tethering with I'm not using AirLink. I was using AirLink, but now I'm using the cable here, and that is connected to the Oculus app on the Oculus program on the desktop. So I'm not sure why. Oh, there it goes. All right, it's coming together. So you should see now, in just a few seconds, you should see what I see. So we start out on this platform that I built high above the ground, but as you can see when you look down, you see the digital elevation model from Blender OpenStreetMap, and you see some of the buildings that we got from Blender OSM that we pulled in, and then I was able to bring them in geographically situated on the terrain map, which we got from MapKey. And there's a lot of tutorials on that. Nothing super fancy here. The first tutorial I did from Valem showed how to do teleporting and setting up VR, so you can see that I can go around. There's no clicking here because this was not done as a teleport area. These are teleport objects that I can jump to, but this, you can see anywhere I go on here is a teleport area, so I can jump in there as much as I like. I could walk over to this ball, for example. I can pick it up. Whoa, it really made me jump. Oh, I fell through the world. Okay, well, so much for that. I think I'm going to have to start over. Hold on. Let's try this again, because I fell off the world. And let it load again. Okay. And now, here we are again. So, anyway, what I was saying is that I'm on this teleport map, and I did make these balls interactable. But I also went through another one of Valem's tutorial, I think it's number 5, and created this gun, as well as these interactable cubes, which I can pick up and place or throw. They have some physics on them. So you learn all of this from Valem's tutorial series on VR. So you can throw that on the ground. Pick up the gun, and I can shoot these off the world. Same with that. Kick it around. I can shoot the ball. Oh, something froze. Why did it freeze? Is this a memory issue we're facing? Let's try it again. Try it again. So maybe I've got too much going on here. Let's see once again. So grab the gun, and I can walk over here and shoot the ball, and the ball falls, and you should see it. There it is down there rolling, or it came to a standstill. Oh, because the whole thing froze again. Alright, that's not fun. That's spoiling my day here. Maybe the computer needs to be restarted. Anyway, I'll get to show you what I want to show you if it lasts long enough. So anyway, I'm just going to jump off the cliff at the edge of the world and fall down, 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 boom. And then I made this all a big teleport area, so I can teleport over here and see a picture of myself and Dr. Brooke Hansen overlooking the real area when we were in Serbia there. I've got to model that platform better. Another picture looking the other way down the river. That's the way it should look when we look down there. So there's quite a bit to do. Another picture there. And as I make my way uphill past the buildings, you can see we've got various assets that we've put in place. There's Captain Misha himself. It says Moi Al... What's that? Moi Alats Heroima is heroes. And then Serbia, okay, and applause to the heroes of Serbia. And then it says Autor for author, and then it says Mishka Stefanovic, and then Bosanov. So there's Captain Misha. And then as we walk through, we have other pictures up the street here of the wonderful food that he has. We need to put a picture over there. We have pictures over here of the sculptures that he does, and we need to make those sculptures. There's a lot we have to work on here. Here is Captain Misha Breg. We're starting to model that aspect of the landscape. Need to put the fence in, need to put the little picnic bench areas. And of course, got to put all the benches in. It's very rustic, as you can see. But in the keeping with this, with that rustic look, with the wood on there, then we made a little table here. And because this is a winery, we put the bottles of wine. Now, when I grab the bottle of wine and I pour it, you hear glug, 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 glug. I hope you can hear that. If you can't, it's because I need to make it louder. But that's... Right, we can pour the wine. There's no animation on it yet. If I go over and grab this bottle, this glass, and then I can take a drink, nothing happens, of course. But if I clink... Oh, and of course I hit the bottle, but... So, that's pretty cool that you can do that wine clinking thing. Maybe if I grab both, yeah. And then grab the bottle, and then I can shoot wine at it. That's kind of cool. So, there's a little bit of trigger problems holding both things, but I think just being able to go, what is it, Ostrovia? That's pretty cool. And now my system froze up again.
Ostrovia is cheers?
I think so. I think it's cheers. But that's the idea with this. And now if I turn this off, just to show you, so we have a reminder of how we're doing this. We have in the wine glass, we've set the wine glass, and that's this wine glass. We hit F so we can zoom in there to that wine glass. That wine glass there, you see the boxes on it. The wine glass was set as a trigger. It says is trigger under the box collider. It's got a rigid body, so it follows the laws of physics. And it's got an audio source, but there's nothing in it. Then there is Xgrab Interactable, so we can interact with it. That is a program that comes with the new Unity XR package. And then Play Audio on Trigger Enter is a script that we typed in from Valem's tutorial, and you can see the clip is a wine glass clip that we got from...
Does it remind you? See you ready?
From Freesound. Alright, so we brought that in there. Oh, Zivali, that's right. In Serbian it's Zivali. I guess in Russian it's Nastrova, maybe. I don't really know. And then, so we did that, and we created a drumstick based on his drumming tutorial that we stuck in the middle of it with a collider. and that collider is a box collider so that it will trigger it. Wine glass 2 has the same thing over there. Zoom in, and once again it has an audio source and a box collider, and then it plays audio on trigger, and that's the script. The script looks like this, and I'm still confused as to why we needed to create the drumstick, but the idea was basically that this box collider is the trigger, so when you enter the trigger, then it plays the sound, and you need something to enter the trigger, and so I put a drumstick inside to have an object that would enter the trigger. Same with the wine bottle. The wine bottle has in it the wine bottle, wine glass, wine bottle, open that up, and then it has a rigid body, so it has physics, but it has a box collider that is the trigger, so that if something goes into that box, then it will be triggered. And we've edited that box, and for some reason I had to make it it had a sphere collider and it kept falling over. It overran the physics of the other box collider, so it would fall off the table. So I had to do that and set it to the right floor of the table. So there was jimmying around with the box colliders here in order to get it to stand. So there's a lot I have to learn, but it is obviously working. There's the audio on that, and then there's the chairs and stuff. So we're learning how to do it. There's the platform in the sky where we started, and that comes from Valim's first tutorial series. So this stuff here is what you would learn if you did Valim. If you go to his VR tutorials, how to make a VR game in Unity, you will find all of this stuff. Part 2, for example, here.
Welcome back.
And that's input and hand presence. He teaches you all that stuff. And then when you go into part 3 and part 4,
What is up,
continuous movements,
just
so
thumbstick,
really
hands,
detailed stuff,
continuous, or
and you just follow through. And we've gotten this far by getting up to Valim number 6. This is the
it's
one
about the Unity,
where he taught us
using Unity engine.
how
Now
to
we have
create the
another
gun
issue that we
and
need to fix.
be able to shoot projectiles, and then we modified that for the wine.
Only direct.
And after we got through number 6, we didn't go on to number 7, but after we got through number 6 is when we jumped into his sound design one, which we had here.
How do you call
VR sound
it?
design.
Is done. Fine. How
There
do
we
you
go.
call a bad neighborhood in Italy? New script.
And so he
That
teaches
Now,
you to
what's
write the
important to
script
do this?
in,
that we can use to say if we want to.
and it's for making a drum set. That's why I used drumsticks, because I was using his idea here. So fantastic. Shout out to Valim Tutorials for being so awesome. So we used 1 through 6, and then we used the VR sound design, and now we're working on how to make this a multiplayer game, and we set up an account with a free account in Photon, P-U-N, Photon Pun, for multiplaying, and we're hoping we can bring somebody else in to click the wine glasses, and then we could say, cheers when we do that. So, last bit one more time. Let's see how far we can get with this. And let's see if this will let us. Oh, maybe this got turned off. Nope. Okay, there we are. We're in game once again. So with that, I can bring this up and bring this over. And so our work involves being able to fall down off the platform and watch that ball go rolling down the hill over there. Bye. Go into the Danube River. See ya. So that was kind of fun. And then make our way back up the hill. Got to fix all those textures over there. Come over to the wine. As we know, this chair is interactable. I think it was interactable. Oh, how funny. I guess it's not. I didn't make it pick upable. I think I did make it so it could be thrown. Something could be thrown at it. We'll try that in a second. Wine bottle. Pour. There we go. Nice. Take this, go over here. Turn around. Only because I'm in a little room, so I can't get at this. There we go. And grab the other one. Cheers. Okay. So, thanks a lot for watching. We'll keep working on this.